Yeah, welcome to this video. I'll be doing some Blitz Kibitzing again, and this is Kibitzing on the black player here mostly. This is Grandmaster Yasser Seirawan. He's of course originally from the United States, and he still plays for the United States, but he lives in the Netherlands for a couple of years now, and this is also why you see the Dutch flag here, flag of the Netherlands. And it's a 3-minute game. Both players are down to 40 seconds, and I think Yasser is in trouble. He's got his rook down, for a couple of pawns, but he's got an attack going against the white king. So it's still not so clear, at least in terms of a blitz game. Probably it's nothing for correspondence chess, but in blitz this position is still tricky for white. He's playing a fellow American, Lorient. If the flag is correct, you don't know. It's could be something, somebody from another country just using the US flag for whatever reason. Okay, so black is pushing the central pawns, trying to get some play going. White still has problems with the king, of course. He cannot easily use the f1 rook for something active. And this is not easy at all for white, and he's down to 10 seconds. Now queen g3 is threatened. Yeah, queen g3, come on, Yasser. Yeah, queen g3 for rook h1 mate. Yeah, this is neat, and white will lose some time. Yeah, queen f3, and you're, I don't know, 5 pawns up.
Forfeits on time.
Yeah, black is, I don't know, a whole armada of pawns up. Okay, let's hope for a couple of more games. I just saw that he was playing. But, with white, he very often plays those flank openings. So, black can, d6 is in King's Indian style. Oh, we actually transposed to some Dutch setup. Yeah, e3 92. This is a very solid setup, but not bad at all. It's more of an English kind of flavored setup. It's not really similar to something that would arise out of the standard Dutch. White immediately tries to attack the central pawn wedge, but surprised that black allowed a capture on e4 that he didn't take himself, as e3 pawn would have been a target. White has got the bishop on a3 already, not on c1. Okay, but black was intending obviously to play e4 and d5, building up a nice center. And white tries with g4 to get some pressure against the d5. So it's a very interesting play. Oops, yeah, interesting. He just sacked the exchange to get through there. Yeah, rook f1 or g6. It's very interesting. The bishop on a3 also controls the f8 square, so that rook f8 is not a possible defense. And now maybe just g6 is threatened. After g6 also d5 is hanging. And also note that the knight on a6 is just stupid. There, he tries to improve it. Yeah, white has multiple ways to improve the position. Also just h4 maybe. h4 and idea bishop to h3 to f5 could be an idea. Yeah, just one offhand suggestion. The problem really is that the bishop on a3 is so strong, and it always controls f8. And what should black do now? It's very difficult to suggest a move even. Knight e6 or what, but b7 hangs, and at least yeah, this is very ugly to play. Just had a chat message, sorry. yeah, black didn't move anyway, and I can understand this. I wouldn't be too thrilled either here to find a move. Yeah, very strong. What about d5 now? Yeah, black is really he cannot move anything. He has a hard time moving any of his pieces, and now he can just take d5 if you want. Yeah. And well, what should black do? Not much what you can do. Yeah, knight f6 is a possible next move. The only thing that is really worrisome is white's king position, because it's rather open, of course. And okay, bishop f1. Yeah, e6 is hanging, and e6 and e8, yeah, both hanging. So I don't know what black should do now. I mean, everything's hanging, and he doesn't have a direct counterplay. I think you can just take it, yeah. Now probably take e4, and queen on e4 is covering g2. Yeah, black resigns. Yeah, this was actually very nicely played. If you look again at this here, rook f7, this is very strong.
Check.
Getting a pawn, and
check.
And now you have really only good pieces left. The knight attacking, I don't have examination mode. A knight attacking d5, and everything's nicely controlled. Especially f8, yeah, that black cannot play rook f8. This is super helpful. And yeah, I've got queen f7 coming, and this h4, bishop h3 is also strong. So this is very good compensation for the exchange. Yeah, unfortunately he just disconnected, so only got really one game out of this. I can check briefly if we got some other games going that we could look at. Let's see. Yeah, we can look here at this game and follow the black player here, Igor Geroyev 2. Yeah, this is on the, yeah, there's one page listing top ICC ratings where often they take some educated guesses about the anonymous players, and there it says that this should be Morozevich. I'm not sure on which evidence is behind this, why this should be Morozevich. Okay, it's if you look at this is 5 minute, and this guy is rated 2,800, which is really crazy strong. And yeah, you can compare this. Let's say let's check briefly what yeah, I'm sorry. I just want to check quickly. Yeah, Nakamura's current rating is 2719, so it's 80 points lower. Just for a comparison, so this is 2,800 is really crazy high. Okay, so let's look at this. If it's not Morozevich, it's still a very good player. Actually, I believe if you get to 2,800 in 5 minutes, it must be 2,000, really world class or very near that. This is simply too high. And we can also safely say that it's not Carlsen and not Caruana, as they are playing in Bilbao at the moment. Alright, so we're here. And what is this position? It's complicated. Black's got two bishops, but a very funny pawn structure with h6 kind of stonewall type with lots of holes here. But white has the wrong bishop to take use of the holes. If you got a light squared bishop on e4 or d5, then white would be great, but this bishop on g3 is really silly. So black should be okay. It's not a big issue, this squares. And now he's got all pawns on black squares, but it's a question how white actually secures the d6 pawn. Maybe knight e4, but you need to reckon with f5 or bishop g6. So he just grabbed a4. Yeah, this was also a possibility. But now knight e4, I guess, attacking c5. No. He's playing some guy from the US. I'm not sure if there's a name in there. No. But 2-5 is not too bad either on 5 minutes. Close to 2-5 is, if I'm in really good shape and I'm not doing commentary, then I can get to this kind of rating, but it's not easy at all. I lose about 100 points in strength because of commentary on the games. Commentary, yeah, I try to pronounce this correctly, but I usually fail. Yeah, okay, white played h4, trying to nibble away at this pawns and maybe trying to get to black's king with king f2 and rook h1, stuff like that. And yeah, but black, I don't know, he's got an extra pawn and can try rook e8, e6, yeah? Rook e8, rook e6, and then just take it. The pawn on d6 can only be defended by a knight, which yeah, can be placed on e4 or b5, and on both squares it can be exchanged, and then you take d6. Aha, he took the other rook, also interesting. Really, maybe he's even intending f5 and e4, stuff like that. Yeah, curious, not quite sure. Could be the idea. Aha. Yeah, this I really didn't expect, but yeah, if you look at this, it's not bad at all. Rook f5 maybe now, rook f5, rook f8. Yeah, I've got nice play on f3 and nicely activated the pieces. Yeah, black should be very fine. Yeah, this also seems fine with rook f1 now covering f3. Yeah, but yeah, this is interesting now. How does black make progress here? It's certainly okay for him. It's got an extra pawn, and white doesn't really have any big play going. But how do you actually improve this position? How do you break through in a way? One idea, yeah, I was just about to mention this, would be to do something on the queen side where we've got 3 against 2 and now 2 against 1. So preparing b5 could be good, but need to be cautious. b5 leaves c5 hanging also. It's not clear that white can take, as f3 is also hanging, but okay. Wow. Rook takes queen g4, I guess.
Check.
Oh, counter sacrifice. I just ignored it. So rook f3, I guess queen g4. Yeah, queen g4. I think also now. And everything's hanging. Okay, he just took it. Yeah. Okay, should be enough also. Queen g4 would have really threatened a huge discovery, and I'm not sure what white would have played, but okay, this must be winning also. Don't think there's even a threat, but it looks a bit tricky. Rook to f5 maybe? Okay, to f6. Yeah, this is maybe better. Really threatening rook takes h6 and commit white to I guess give this check on h8. But then king f7 and white doesn't even have a check. Yeah, can just recapture. And now rook g6 and this is over, I guess. I guess this is really over. No idea at all. Yeah, Queen F5, for example. Not the only move by any means, but... Or Queen G4. Yeah, Queen F5 should be enough. Yeah, just an extra piece. And yeah, rather easy win.
White resigns.
Yeah, this was complicated position. It's very interesting, this kind of point. This point was very interesting. I just thought this one, Rook E8, Rook E6, trying to win the pawn, but he wanted to use the rook here. I guess intending F5 really, and do I follow him already? Yeah, I do. Intending F5, and after taking on G5 here, this was interesting. G4 coming to make use of this great bishop on C6. Yeah, very nicely played. Yeah, I would really like to know if this is Morozevich or not, but really hard to tell. This account is on there for a while. Very high ratings. Yeah. Blitz rating is 3568. Ridiculous. Ridiculously high. But he's only played 5 minutes the last couple of days. And this was the first game, yeah, maybe there's some more then. And really a great streak here, just 1 loss in the last 20 games and 1 draw. So, yeah, great result. Yeah, somehow there's no new game coming. I guess I'll wait for a little bit, but then just wrap this video up. Not quite sure, something else here. Maybe oops, some error message here.
Check.
Yeah, this is mate. Yeah, I just opened up a bullet game here of French Grandmaster Vachela Graf. He's very good in bullet. He recently won a small match against Nakamura even. But yeah, I'd really like to do 5 minutes, to be honest. But this guy is not playing, unfortunately. Yeah, the other 5-minute games are not too inspiring. Yeah, we can for a brief look at this here. Oh, okay, we've got a new game, but I need to adjust. Oops, adjust the board. Somehow I butchered the board. Sorry. Okay, this should be fine now. So one knight c3 by Igor Geroyev. This is really a bit of this is a bit similar to what Morozevich actually plays. Yeah, not quite sure. Yeah, so a sideline here of the French, I guess, with the quick knight e2 f4 attacking e6. And White certainly has a very good development here. Yeah, but if Black plays bishop d6, it shouldn't be too bad. I mean, or is there any problem with knight h5? For knight h5 you probably can just play queen g6, yeah. Probably. Interesting. If you would take with the bishop now, there's knight takes e6 to be checked, and b takes c. Exactly, yeah. Positional style now. The knights control the squares e5 and c5 very nicely, and if white manages to get in bishop g5, h4, g3, it exchanged the bishop on d6. Yeah, now this one exactly, and bishop g3. Then exchanging the bishop is a really big accomplishment, as now e5 and c5 are really weak. Interesting. He took with the f pawn. Interesting. Yeah, okay. This is really nice. Now he's got the ideas of using the f file, and it's difficult to imagine that black can play this position without taking on f3 at some point, and then you actually have a fine pawn structure again. No double pawn. Yeah, this now threatens knight to e5, and if black would need to exchange knights, then it's basically strategically very close to a lost position. Okay, he felt inclined to take. Now he can play e5. Black must play e5 now. I thought he would take with the rook, but yeah, now e5. This shouldn't be too bad if black gets in e5. And this is actually a 5-minute game. We had a 3-minute game before with Seirawan, and now it's 5 minute. So a bit more time to think. Still, I'm a bit surprised that black is not playing e5. If you're not playing e5 now, then I don't know. White will go queen e3 or something similar next move, and simply stop both pawn breaks, and then you will get tortured for the rest of the game. Why not just play e5? It's maybe not totally clear, but you need to get rid of this pawn. I hope I'm not disconnected or something, because this is really weird. Looks normal. Yeah, I just got an excellent connection. Yeah, I have absolutely no idea what took him so long for e5. Yeah, okay, maybe this one, but still you need to play e5. If you don't, you simply have a terrible position for the rest of the game. Yeah, c6 is still weak. It's not much fun to play this. Yeah, the knight on b4 is actually a very nice, annoying piece, as it puts pressure on the c pawn, and also attacks d5. So, and you can never play c5 because d5 is hanging, and in some lines there's maybe even taking on d5 possible, to pick up some piece that's on the 5th rank or something. Hey, the black player is offering a draw to white. This is fun. You're being 570 points down, a minute down, and position is worse by some degree. It's not quite sure how much, but black is certainly worse. Yeah, but I'm also not quite sure what white is. Okay, this is cool. So rook c6, queen d5. Yeah, then you must go rook e6, and then you're in a pin. Rook e1, rook e8. Very interesting.
Check.
Yeah, queen takes, rook e6. Yeah, the first thing is f5, but black. Maybe there's queen h6 or something. I know then queen e6 is check. I think about h2.
Black resigns.
Let's check. Let's just briefly check this. Yeah, queen b3 actually wins now. Queen b3 is winning for black. Queen
Check.
e6, and it's curtains on h2. Black just resigned in a winning position, but it can happen to you. I mean, if you play against such a strong player, you sometimes tend to believe what they're playing. This wasn't working really. Queen b2 and black wins. This is no move at all. h2 is over. Can take e6 as I showed.
Check.
And now there's no move. I mean, this one
Check.
can take. I don't see any move to cover h2. Yeah, but you sometimes believe the better player, and maybe calculate not deep enough, as you tend to just think, all right, they will have calculated this, and there's nothing left in the position, and still there is something. Yeah, all right. He doesn't play another game, and I actually have to do something here at my place. Yeah, thanks for watching. I think we caught some fun games, and yeah, I'll be back soon with other content. Let's say I will do something on this Bilbao tournament if there are interesting games. So maybe tomorrow I'll be doing something on Bilbao. Yeah, bye.